Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to day 4 of Vidmas. If you are new here, then hello, my name is Millie. I talk all things cruelty-free and affordable makeup, skincare, hair care, all of those things. And if you're not new, then welcome back. I hope that you're doing so well. In today's video, I am giving you a plan to pan update. So a little while ago, I think it is maybe around 6 weeks ago now, I did a video talking about a load of products that were so close to being empty and I wanted them out of my collection. I wanted them out before the end of the year. And like I say, a lot of these products were very close to the end. A lot of these products I thought I was going to have maybe up to 5 uses left in them. I thought I was very close to the end. I've got some updates today. Some of these products I actually haven't managed to finish yet. I'm holding out hope that I will be able to finish them before the end of the year, but I was hoping to get them done sort of now, early December, so that I could put them in my empties video because I do a yearly empties. I collect up all of my empty products for the whole year, the whole 12 months, and I go through them in the month of December. So that will be coming up very soon. A lot of these products will be in that, but these are like specifically the products that I spoke about in that video about 6 weeks ago that I wanted out. This is just a little update. So let's start with one that I didn't manage to finish. And looking back, it was a little bit overexcited of me thinking that I would actually be able to finish this. This is the Naturally Radiant Glycolic Tonic, 5% glycolic acid. The packaging doesn't look like this anymore. You can still purchase this product. I really like it, but I use this for so few reasons now that even the very small amount that I had, that is how much I have got left. Even the very small amount that I have got left, this is probably more than I will use before the end of the year because I use it so infrequently. But I'm glad that I sort of had it out and I was aware of it. A lot of the time this just gets put back on my shelf and then I forget about it and I will maybe get a spot or something and not remember to put this on it. I have used this a number of times in the past week while these guys have all been showing up. They are calming down a little bit now, but this on spots is absolutely fantastic. I do just take it on like a cotton pad and sort of hold it over the area where I have a spot rather than applying it all over. It is a very intense glycolic acid, so even like it's 5%, but it really does like clear out your pores. It will reduce spots, but it's just a product that I can't use on an everyday basis, so it is going to take me a little bit longer to finish that one, but I am going to try. I'm going to try and get it finished before the end of the year. I actually used the last of this as I was getting ready to do this makeup look. This is the Enquiry Caffeine Eye Cream. It looks full still, but just take my word for it, it is empty. I used the last of this today. It's a perfectly fine eye cream. It's fine, it's not my favourite. I like this in the morning. It's not enough for me as like an overnight eye cream option. I do like something thinner. This is quite thin. It is, I don't want to say watery because I feel like that makes it sound bad, but it is more of like a daytime eye cream for me. I don't notice a big difference when I'm using this one. That's why it's not my favourite. It's absolutely fine. I wouldn't be furious if I got this in like a gift set or something, but it's not my favourite. I wouldn't go out and purchase this eye cream again. I'm glad that it's out of my collection. Then, the Me Plus Hyaluronic Acid Booster. When I put this in, I knew that I was only going to have a few uses left. I think I got 2 uses out of this before it just completely went. I already have a backup of this one, but I have some other hyaluronic acid serums that I'm trying to work my way through before I start this one because this is my favourite one. The Me Plus range from Superdrug is cruelty free. All of like Superdrug's own brand ranges are cruelty free. So this is my favourite hyaluronic acid serum. I'm sad that it's gone, but I'm happy that I'm working my way through some others in my collection. The Garnier Organic Soothing Lavender Facial Oil. I don't use Garnier because Garnier are owned by L'Oreal, who aren't cruelty free. Like, wherever you draw the line in your cruelty free journey, if indeed you even are, is your business and your business alone. It's not my place to judge. I wouldn't repurchase. I have other facial oils that I prefer. I have got a backup of my favourite facial oil. I got 2 uses out of this before it was empty. Very, very glad that it is out of my collection now. Then the Beauty Bay 5% squalene and grapeseed oil serum hybrid. I absolutely love this stuff. Having this in the, would you even call this like a project pan? The like plan to pan project that I've been doing over the last few weeks. Having this in has really made me enjoy this again, and now it's empty. I was surprised at how much I had left in this when I put this in, and you can't see through it, so I couldn't tell you like even where it was. But when I put this in, I thought that I would maybe have like 3 or 4 uses. I got like 10, 12 more uses out of this, and I thought that it was so close to the end. That is a running theme in this video. Some of them I thought that I would get 2 uses out of, and I got 2 uses out of, like the facial oil and the hyaluronic acid serum. I could see that there was so little product left in those, and I thought I would get 2 uses, and I got 2 uses. I thought that I would get like 4 uses out of this, and like I say, I think I got like 12. It just carried on going. It just went on and on and on. So the pump does work, but like, oh, of course, now a little bit's gonna come out, but like, she's empty. She is empty. It's a beautiful, I might even be able to show you on the back of the hand if I just rub that in a little bit. It looks oily and like sticky. Can you see? Yeah, you can see how that looks like really nice and dewy and juicy. It looks like that, but it does like sink in. It's a very, very interesting texture. If you haven't tried that, if you've got dry skin, I highly, highly recommend. It says it boosts hydration for a dewy and radiant finish. I would absolutely agree with that. This works really, really nice under makeup. I actually fell in love with it under makeup in this process. I really, really like it. Very glad to already have a backup on my shelves. Then the P. Louise Balmy For You clicky up little lip balm thing. It will not, like the button won't even press in anymore. I did manage to, I actually used these little hair clips. I used the little side, and I dug out the rest of the product out of this lip balm. This has been such a lovely lip balm. I'm very sad that it's gone. I did just have this out on my table, and I would use it just as I was getting ready or before I was going to bed. I would just use this. It was very convenient. I really liked the way that it felt. I really liked the scent of it. I really liked the packaging. I just really, really rate this as a lip balm, like a solid lip balm option. I love the P. Louise lip conditioners, the ones that are in the packaging with the little key ring. These, highly, highly recommend those ones. But if you want something that's in a stick that's maybe a little bit more convenient to apply when you're out and about, these are great. I highly recommend. I think that they are lovely. Then that is all of the skincare. I will just mention this because this is sort of skincare adjacent. I did use this as like part of my skincare routine, as like a lip treatment before going to bed or something like that. This is the Essence Hydra Kiss Lip Oil. I can't get any more product out of that. It is completely empty. I really like the way that this lip oil felt. I like the way that it applied. I like the really big doe foot applicator. I liked the scent. I liked the way that it felt. I liked everything about it, apart from the fact, I mean, you can even see here, the packaging leaks. And this has just been stood up on my table, so I don't know how the product manages to come up and then back down whilst it's screwed on and it's stood up in order to leak like this. I don't know, but I wouldn't repurchase this because this leaked so bad. This leaked from the moment that I bought it. It has always leaked, and I don't know how. I don't know if everybody's does that, I'm not sure, but it's really unfortunate because I love the product inside. I love everything else about it, but for me, not being able to just throw this in my bag and take it with me makes it incredibly inconvenient, because I'm a dry skin girl. I need to be reapplying my lip balm or lip oil, whatever it may be. I need to be reapplying at multiple points throughout my day, most of which I won't be sat at this table. So I need something that I can take with me, and I could just never with this. So that's like skincare and also makeup adjacent. I did have that in with my makeup, but also did use it as part of my skincare routine. So I'm just going to go over the two hair care bits before I go on to the makeup, because we've got some updates in the makeup. So I'm going to do the hair care first. The Aussie SOS Save My Lengths 3-in-1 hair oil. This is another one, like I could see how much product was in this, like the plastic is see-through. I thought that I was maybe going to get 4 uses out of this. It just carried on going. I used the last of it today as I was making a mess. As I was, like after I curled my hair, I ran this oil through the ends. Wouldn't repurchase because Aussie, let me look it up because I have said this so many times. I do believe that Aussie has a parent company that isn't cruelty free, but just let me look it up so that I can say for sure. Yes, so Aussie is cruelty free, but their parent company, Procter and Gamble, P&G, isn't cruelty free. So that's where I stand on that. Like I say, wherever you draw the line is completely fine with me. If you just want like the actual brand that is cruelty free, I do think that this is a nice hair oil. I'm not mad at it, but I have others that are like completely cruelty free, no parent company, etc. That I will personally repurchase over that one. Then the Beauty Bay Hair Mask Ultra Hydrates Hyaluronic Acid and Meadow Foam hair mask. This had 2 uses left in it. I thought it would have 2 uses. It did have 2 uses. I am so glad that this is done. I actually used this just as a regular like hair mask conditioner. I thought I would maybe mix it in with a hair dye. I haven't had time. Haven't had time to dye my hair again, but this I think is actually not a good product. I would not recommend this hair mask. I don't like it. I will not repurchase it. I will not recommend it. It leaves my hair feeling drier than, not if I hadn't used it. Like, it is an improvement on no conditioner. It is an improvement on no hair mask. I wouldn't say that it is hydrating. I feel like my hair has suffered over the last 5 weeks where I've been using this and not using my regular hair mask. I have, how many times have I washed my hair with my regular hair mask now? Like 2 or 3. And I feel like the life is coming back into it now, where this leaves it feeling like hay. This leaves like the ends of my hair feeling really dry and really damaged, and like my hair is dry and my hair is damaged, but I want my hair mask to like combat that, and I feel like this one just emphasizes it. I really just don't love it. I love that it comes in a big pot. I love that it's affordable and cruelty free, and that is where I draw the line. I don't really like the scent of it. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't love it. I don't love the way that it makes my hair feel. I don't love the sort of texture of it on my hair as it's like sinking in. It doesn't even feel hydrating or like creamy to the touch. It's a very, very strange hair mask in my opinion. I just don't really think that it's very good at all. So won't be repurchasing, very, very glad that it is out of my collection. So onto the makeup. I will talk about this one first because I used this today. If you saw this whole makeup look, then you will know I used this product. This is the 17 Ink Legend Tattoo eyeliner. Now, every time that I have used this, from the time that I put it into this project, from the time that I put this in up until today, I thought I'm just going to carry on using this. I am going to just use this until the end of the year. And then today I used this and it is really, really starting to feel different. It's starting to feel much thicker. Now, I will say I have used this pretty much every single day, I think for about 18 months. And if I just hold that up real close, can you see where it's all like dried and like solidified in the like opening of the packaging? It is starting to thicken up. It's starting to sort of apply a little bit more clumpy, but I have had this for an incredibly long time, and also I use this pretty much every single day. So the amount that I have used this and the way that it's only just now starting to decline, like literally when I say now, today is the first day that I've noticed this like texturally feeling quite different. So I am retiring this tube. I already have a backup of this in my drawers because I cannot live without this liquid liner. This one and the bronze one and the white and the blue, 100%, I live by this liquid liner. And like I say, it's what I'm using, what I wore today. There's something on over the top. If you want to see what all of this is, you can watch yesterday's video. But that liquid liner is fantastic. And like I say, the fact that it has taken this long to start to decline really is like a fantastic sign. So the Collection Primed and Ready Hydrating Primer. This is another one, like it's done now. This is another one where I thought I was going to get maybe 4 or 5 uses out of, and it just carried on going. Another one, I think I've probably had about 12 uses out of this since I put it into this project. And yeah, I thought I was going to have like 4. I like it. It works with all of the foundations that I've tried it with. It does leave my skin feeling very nice and hydrated, really nice and ready for makeup, but I'm not going to repurchase. I don't love it enough. It doesn't do anything that like a really nice moisturizer doesn't do. It doesn't knock my socks off. It's not anything special. It's fine. It's a good hydrating primer. If you're wanting one, this one is fine. I don't not recommend it. It's just not anything special to me. So glad that it's out. Glad that I got all of my product out of that one. Then also from Collection, this is the Lasting Perfection Concealer. This is in the shade Extra Fair 4. I spoke about this in a video. When I took the stopper out, it went everywhere. I was finding it on makeup brushes for days. It actually ended up hitting my wall, and then the stopper I found earlier when I was moving my room around, I found it stuck in the carpet. So I don't know why I needed to tell that story. But tell it I did. Yeah, when I took the stopper out, it just went absolutely everywhere. So she is empty. Like no more product is coming out on there. I have been scraping the edges of this for days. There is product down in the bottom. If I wanted to, I could. Do I want to? No. I love this concealer. I will 100% repurchase this concealer eventually. I don't feel I need to do it immediately because I've got a drawer full of concealer, but I like it. Even though I've got dry skin, I do still quite like having more of a matte finish on my base, and this is more of a matte finish. I do like the way that this looks on my skin. It doesn't feel drying. It doesn't feel like overly mattifying. I do like this. Like, I'm not gonna race out and get it again while I've still got so many in my drawer, but I will eventually 100% repurchase that one. Then the Revolution IRL 2-in-1 loose and pressed powder. She's finally done. She is empty. Again, that just took so much time. In the end, I did actually get an eyeshadow brush and I like jabbed all of the product out and like crushed it up, so it was like I turned it into a loose powder. But because it was right round the edges, and even with my makeup brush, like with my setting brush, I was still not getting any of the product out because it was just right in the corners of the pan. So I did like break it up, and then I got like a few more uses out of it as like a loose powder. I've already got a backup of this. I already have another one of these. I am so excited to crack open the loose powder again. It's my favourite powder. I will always repurchase this powder. I think that it is fantastic. Then the last product that I had in this project is the Technic Gothica Dark Side eyeshadow, and I just wanted to hit pan in the silver shade. Look at that huge pan that I have created. I actually only got maybe 8 or 9 uses out of it, which like, that was the only shade that I was like focusing on. I feel like I've got a decent sized dip in the like transition-y tone. Can you see that? Yeah, I feel like you can see that dip just there, but I was just focusing on the silver. It's a beautiful, smooth shimmer that goes on really, really nice and foiled. It does look incredible on the eyes. Really, really blinding, very, very pretty, but I don't love the other shades in the palette, so I'm very, very glad that I've sort of got my use out of that one shade. I'm going to have an incredibly sparkly back of the hand now. I'm not mad about that, but I'm glad that it's done. I'm glad that I got my use out of it. Well, not done because like there's still product in there, but I just wanted to hit pan on that. I just wanted to prove to myself that I could. And I did. I was mainly just using that with my finger, so I was like pressing it as I was like getting the product out and applying it. I was not digging in, but I wasn't being light-handed with it. So that is, I've reached my goal. I only wanted to hit pan on that, and I did. So that is everything. I can now put these empty products into my empties box and talk about those at a later date. I don't know when. I've been sat on my leg and it's gone fizzy. So that is everything. I would absolutely love to hear if you are doing a project. What did I even call this? It's gone out of my brain. Plan to pan. If you have a bucket of items that you are trying to use up before the end of the year, I would love to hear how your progress is going as well. I feel I'm proud of the progress that I've made with all of these products, because some of them just carried on going. Just some of them did not want to finish, and then some of them I feel like were quite easy. Some of them I finished in the time that I thought I would, and then others have just carried on going, which is fine. We can't always plan these things. So I would love to hear how your progress is going, and I will be doing more project panning content in the new year. I don't have any more project pan content coming out in December, I don't believe. Could be wrong. I don't know which way's up at the minute. I have absolutely no idea. But if you want to see more project pan content, there will be lots coming in January. Spoiler alert, there will be lots coming. But until next time, until tomorrow, because I'm posting every day, until tomorrow, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.